that likes to actually make people feel uncomfortable. He's available for that, not my husband.
Yeah, about that,
I see Chris.
Okay.
Like staring me down. I'm like
3 days later.
Go baby! Go Gordon!
Go, baby! Go, Gordon!
You just made that up.
Not today, neck. Hey! Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
Down, 10 toes down. I stand on it.
I'm standing on
Period.
it.
I'm standing
What you
gonna do? You bet.
One that's trying to give her a chance. But she's lying, so who cares? We all know she's lying.
I never have called her a liar. Stand in your truth.
Stop.
That is the
Don't do
truth.
that.
Whether you don't want to believe it.
Fine.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we'll be looking at episode 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. This was a good episode, and it's weird for me to actually say this, that my MVP is Robin. I've always been a fan of Robin and Candace, like I said before, but I just feel like I like the fact that Robin is not playing with Giselle. Like, even though I get that they're friends, but I feel like Robin always been like sensible in a way, down to earth, but she smelled the bullshit, and I'm happy that that happened. But you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
So Candace is continuing going off on the producer Eric, and like I said in my last video, I knew Eric was the producer, executive producer. She was like, "Where's Eric? Where's Eric?"
About maligning my husband? You don't want me here. I will not have it.
Why are you telling me?
So she was already mad, and she went on this whole diatribe about Michael Darby, like, okay, you want to malign my husband and basically have such vitriol against my husband, but when it came to Michael Darby, y'all want to over here give him, not hold him accountable, apologizing for him and all these other things.
apologized for Michael Darby over and over and over again. Help me understand.
But what Candace, like, even though you're my girl, what you got to realize, Candace, like, they did drag Michael for at least like 2-3 seasons. Yes, did he get off sometimes? Yes, but I mean, he was the topic of conversation every time. And I get that Candace is mad in this moment with Giselle, but I think this is the thing that, the reason why I feel like Giselle feel like she can do these certain things is because when Giselle goes after someone, instead of them going after her back, they will in turn go after someone else. Case in point, Monique. Monique should have beat Giselle.
I don't provoke violence.
But she attacked Candace. Weird, right? And then when she came to the reunion, she had the burn book and only talked about Giselle. She said she had tabs on everyone else, but only talked about Giselle. Candace, Giselle just dropped a bomb on you and you over here storming out crying. And instead of going off on Giselle, you go off on Michael Darby, where I see what she was saying was valid, but it was, to be honest, at that point irrelevant, because if you were mad at Giselle, be mad at Giselle. Don't bring Michael Darby into it, because I mean, yes, what she was saying was right and true, but it was like, what was the reason? So Candace leaves, storms off. Everybody didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Don't cut out none of my fourth wall. None of it. I want it all in there.
So we segue over to basically Giselle comes out and everybody's like, "Where's Candace?" Giselle was like, "I don't know. I think something's going on."
Was she okay? I think so.
Girl.
Why are we sitting here lying, right? So it's like she knew exactly what was going on. I don't know why Giselle didn't say nothing, but to each his own. So Giselle pulls Mia to the side, and then the rest of the girls sit there. Everybody's still confused on what's going on with Candace, but then Ashley brings up the fact that, you know, I feel like everybody really threw Giselle under the bus because Giselle and Robin weren't the only two people that had the same sentiments about Mia's story. I feel like everybody feels like there's a lot of holes in Mia's story. I feel like, I'm not going to say Mia was lying or not, but what I can say is she does have a history of fabricating. She fabricates. That sounds better, right? She fabricates. You know, she zests the story up, right? And we see that later on in the episode. So then it goes left because Robin's my girl. Now, Robin really turned the situation up.
Were you last week trying to put it on Robin and Giselle? What did those two say? What did those two say? I didn't even say your name. Giselle thinks I was looking for attention. No, not.
because Robin was like, okay, Wendy, when you came over, you're over here saying, why do y'all, what did they say? Basically lumping their whole opinions together, talk about Robin and Giselle. So she started getting loud, and like Wendy was saying, like, why are you getting loud? And I feel like Robin did antagonize that situation.
Act like Robin and Giselle were the only people that had questions or that had doubts.
You called her a liar.
And then, but I get her point. Like, I have friends, like me and my friends, like a lot of people always lump us together because 9 times out of 10 we do think the same. But what people have to realize is that we're different people. Like, I work with one of my friends and they're like, okay, Brian, why don't you tell Brandon? I'm like, if you have something to say to him, you go to him. Don't come to me, and I'm not speaking for nobody. Like, you need to speak to that person. Nobody can speak for me, and I can't speak for nobody else. So I think that's where Robin was coming from. And like Giselle said later in the episode, like, Robin don't need to fight her battles. So, cool. Wendy and them, they start getting hyped, talk about, oh yeah, you need to sit down, and then Robin get up.
I'm standing on my truth. Are you going to continue to back up Robin? Is that to you? Stand 10 toes down. Everything I say, I stand on. Period.
What you gonna do?
I'm like, Rob, like, y'all, people be sleeping on Robin now. Robin, I feel like Robin feels like, you know, I need to have a voice, and I'm not gonna be just that sideline character anymore. And I respect that. Cause Robin popped up. This was Robin's episode. Robin was in the beginning. Robin met with she met with Mia. She met with Candace. I'm just like, okay, Robin, I see you. Giselle and Mia over here, they basically talk about the situation, and Giselle basically apologized to Mia. She was like, you know, it wasn't my place. I wasn't trying to basically attack you and like basically say you're lying. I just was confused about the situation, which I think everybody was.
I'm sorry. Oh, I never saw that coming. I genuinely feel like I could tell you're sorry and that you didn't mean to be so abrupt.
But Mia was just like, you know, I accept your apology, but you know, it is what it is. You did hurt me, and I'm just trying to figure out why would you do that. And Mia said in her confessional, she was like, well, you know, Giselle's apology seems genuine. Like, so I'm definitely going to accept it. I'm like, how does her apology seem genuine? Her tone didn't change. Her facial expression didn't change. It was just the same shit on a different day. So, I mean, but Giselle going to do something else. So then, like I said, Robin, she invites all the girls, well, majority of the girls to a, her kids want to have a like summer camp thing.
Cool. My kids want to do like a family fun day. So we're on spring break.
Oh, yay!
My kids want to do a family fun day. They've never met your son. Josh is crazy.
So she specifically invites Ashley, and she invites Mia's. And Wendy feels some type of way, which I rightfully feel like she should feel some type of way.
Kids is where I draw the line. So I think it's a character flaw if someone is inviting people's kids and purposely doesn't invite your children. But that's fine.
Because, like, why wouldn't you invite her kids? Even though y'all having problems, why would you not invite her kids? So on Robin's part, I feel like that was kind of fucked up because, like, they're kids. So, you know. But on the other hand, with Wendy, why would you expect her to invite you? Y'all were just over here going at it. Like, why would you? I would even expect it. Like, if it was somebody that I did not like, I'd be over here looking every other way. Like, girl, you don't have to invite me nowhere because we're not cool. Now, if you extend the invitation and last minute I just like, you know, let me go, just try to mend things, cool, that's on me. But I would not expect an invite. So that's where with Wendy, I'm just like, why would you expect an invite? But with Robin, I'm like, you should have just extended it just because it's the kids. But then all the girls get up and they leave. And Wendy.
Hey, baby.
So how are you with Mia?
I'm okay. Outside of me and Karen, I'm probably the only one that's trying to give her a chance. Yeah. But she's lying, so who cares?
You said that?
Wendy, you got caught. You got caught red-handed. That was so embarrassing because Wendy, you were over here trying to hold Robin to task, and that was your whole argument with Robin. Like, oh, Robin, you're lying because you called her a liar. You called her a liar. You need to stand
10 toes on it, nugget.
all this, right? But then you get caught on a hot mic talking to the producer, talk about she was lying, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, I was just like, Wendy, now come on, Wendy. And the producer shady because they like, how do you feel about Mia? I'm just like, y'all really shady, but I'm here for it. we see Ashley basically going out house shopping, and she sees a house that she really likes, and she goes with her friend, I want to say Zach, I don't fucking know, but she basically finds out information from the agent that, you know, Michael has been talking to the lenders, this and the third, and she feels some type of way because she's just like, why would he do these things behind my back? And what Ashley have to realize, I think when that whole divorce situation, when they talked about the prenup back in season 5, I think Ashley really was just naive, because Michael, who is a multimillionaire, who has a lot of properties, who has a lot of businesses, he's not going to have a prenup and not put certain things in that prenup. Now, I don't think Ashley went to college. I don't know, she probably did, but there's certain things that I feel like she should have went with legal counsel when you're going over these situations, because if that's your husband or not, that's still, and you knew your husband was already shifty. So yeah, I feel for Ashley. She started crying, and you know, I can definitely sympathize with her because her marriage is deteriorating, and then she finding out these extra, you know, nuggets from people, and it's weird. So I wish her nothing but the best. Miss Wendy started going she went to the doctor because her hair is falling out. I said, ooh, Wendy. But even though her hair falling out, her hair is gorgeous, long, and it looks so thick and so nice. Her hair is so pretty, but she is losing hair because of stress, and it happened after she had her daughter Cam, and she's just like, yeah, my hair just started falling out. And
here's what's happening. What stress does is it literally pulls.
And they just go over the montage of all the stuff that she's doing. Like, she's a CNN correspondent. She is a freaking professor. She has PhD. She does Real Housewives of Potomac. She has her own Omiage, as I am. She has her candle line. So there's a lot of things that Miss Wendy is doing, and it's very inspiring to see. So I wish her nothing but the best. And you know, I think she probably gonna go the surgery route, because they were like, well, you know, we can do this type of I don't know what the medicine was called, but she was like, yeah, you might grow facial hair. I'm like, girl, you about to end up like me, girl. Robin and Mia, they over here had their little sit down. I think this is actually the first sit down that they actually ever had. So they have a little sit down, and they're talking about Robin is grilling Mia. She's like, okay, so do you have the lumps? Do you not have the lumps? Did you go to the hospital?
Which hospital? What time? What day of the week? Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it 3 weeks ago? Was it 7 weeks ago? Was it 10 days ago?
You said it on the post you edited. When did you edit it? 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock? So your husband know, but did your mama know? But did your kids know? But did your kids not answer that?
I'm just like, Robin, okay, we get it. Like, you trying to figure the situation out, which I'm happy. But I'm just like, Robin, you really is grilling her. And I think Mia was just like, okay. Because Mia, she did look like she got stumped with some of the questioning that Robin did. But it's like with Garcelle from Beverly Hills. If you have a question, you might as well just ask. She says she's an open book, so just ask her the question. So I'm not mad at it. Like, she basically put that boundary out that she can have that open communication. So I mean, go ahead and ask her. Then Robin segues over to the whole Candace, Giselle, and Chris situation, and Mia was like, well, you know, I've heard some things too. And she over here talking about, yeah, we was at the party, and I was like, go baby, go Courtney. And talking about Chris was over here looking at her, and I'm happy that the producers played it back.
Go Courtney. It was awkward. You just made that up.
And we saw that he was not looking at you at all. He paid her nothing but dust, and I'm just like, you're fabricating, because she don't like liar. So you're fabricating yet again. I'm just like, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time, Mia. You can't keep on doing this, Mia. Like, just make it up stuff. And I hope, to be honest, I don't want Candace to get any big drama this year, because everybody wants to paint Candace as the villain because she got a mouth. But I mean, y'all see what happened. They come for her all the time. So we see Candace and Chris, they over here go out for lunch, and they're talking about the whole situation, and Chris is basically playing the situation back up.
I said, Giselle, can we talk? And she said, yeah, let's go to my room.
So she suggested going to your room.
Of what happened. And in the same breath, we see Giselle goes over to Karen's house.
Comes up to me, he's like, you know, can I talk to you? Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. He said, well, can we go to your room? Mm-hmm. Your room. My room. Okay.
And they're talking about the same situation as well. And I'm happy to see Karen and Giselle are back on good terms. I feel like they're going to fall out probably in a few what is it? In a few episodes, they'll probably fall out to get back together. But so they basically recount what happened, and it's almost the same thing, but the only difference is of who asked who to go back to the room. But my whole thing is, why would Chris say, "Hey Giselle, I'm gonna go. Let's go back to your room"? Because I could have sworn there was a time where Giselle was like, "Yeah, I told him to go back to my room," and I was fine with that because I had my hair and makeup in there. I get where Giselle's coming from, and I'm not discounting why she felt uncomfortable. But my whole thing is, I don't want to say time either, because I mean, there's no time frame on feeling uncomfortable. But we know Giselle. We know her pattern of attacking husbands. So I'm just like, I believe Chris said, I don't know what to believe. All I know is nothing inappropriate happened. So I feel like I'm on Robin's Robin's thought process, because Robin shows up as well. She's talking about it too. She was like, "Yeah, you know, Giselle did bring it up the day after, the night that they left New Jersey."
I told Giselle, and she was like, "Well, you know, she recalled the experience in New Jersey."
And she was like, "Yeah, you know, everything was cool. So I mean, I don't see what the situation was." I told her that I didn't think anything was of it, so I don't see why she's bringing it up now. I feel like Karen said, I mean, maybe you should have brought it up off camera. If you don't want to make this big deal like you're saying, you said that, "Oh, I thought he would just apologize, that'll be that," then you should have just not brought it up on camera. It seems like you waited for Ashley to bring it up, and then boom. So I don't know, like, Candace said that Giselle is dead to her. So I mean, we gotta see what's gonna happen. Next episode is gonna be good. Like, Potomac is really bringing it. Like, the hot mic moment already solidified. Like, yes, this is the season 7. Yeah, just like how Atlanta season 7. Yes, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good season. I can already tell these ladies are bringing it. Literally everyone is doing what they need to do. Like I said, my MVP was Robin this episode. I feel like Robin really went around and she moved the story along, and I think that's something we haven't seen Robin do. Robin has, I want to say she's been a background character. I feel like Robin really shined in the first, I want to say the second season and third season, when Ashley was on her head top about her staying in the house with her divorced husband. That's why I feel like, Robin, you have all rights to grill Ashley, ask Ashley questions, go after Ashley, because Ashley did it to you for 2 seasons. So do what you need to do. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Whose side are you on? Giselle or Chris? I don't know. Like I said, nothing inappropriate happened, so I feel like there really shouldn't be any sides. But I mean, at this point, I feel like they're making it bigger than what it needs to be, if that makes sense. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.